Right, let's move on to the next induction, which is
the handshake
Yeah,
induction.
it's a scary one.
Okay. I guess so. There are various handshake inductions. Okay. The one I'm going to show, as far as I know, is generally credited to Richard Bandler, the founder of NLP.
Okay.
You'll have seen different magicians on TV using this, sometimes as pseudo hypnosis, sometimes the real thing. There's quite a famous induction by Milton Erickson, which is slightly different, where you never quite let go of their hand, a bit of an ambiguous touch handshake, which is interesting. And in a very good and relevant book by Dave Ellman called Hypnotherapy, he also has a handshake induction in there, which I use quite often.
Okay.
But the one I'm going to describe now is credited to Bandler. I just call it the handshake induction.
Okay.
I'm going to put my own little spin on it. Okay, so let's imagine you've got your feet on the floor, and you've done magnetic hands, and your eyes are closed, and your hands are down, your head's dropped forward, and I've just said to you, I'm going to say 1, 2, wide awake, and you'll be ready for your next instruction. Nod your head if you understand. Excellent. You've got a brilliant imagination. You're going to be good at this. Well done. Look at your hand, look at the lines on it, and pick one spot. As the hand moves towards your face, your eyes will begin to change focus, and as they begin to change focus, you become aware of your eyes. Now close your eyes and sleep. Go deeper, deeper to sleep. Deeper and deeper and deeper to sleep. That's right, all the way down into a wonderful state. I'm going to count to 3, and on the count of 3, you'll be wide awake and alert, no longer hypnotised, ready for the rest of your day. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Now let's talk about the handshake induction.
Okay.
The beauty of this, and the reason I tend to use this and eye-to-hand fixation is because apart from the very first element of it, the first stage of it, they're exactly the same. The wording's exactly the same. I say that, I use slightly different wording there.
Okay.
But let's just talk it through. So instead of saying, you left-handed, right-handed, can I borrow your arm? I simply stick my hand out.
And you can't. You naturally want to go to shake someone's hand.
This is the point. Since the age of 2,
Yeah.
we're told to shake people's hands. Your uncle says hi and puts their hand out, and you put this little limp hand out.
Yeah.
And you're eventually taught how to shake people's hands to the point that if even a complete stranger on the street was to get into your personal space and put their hand out, your hand would start to come up. I mean, you may not.
Even if you were trying not to, if it was just a random person, say, hi, have you got the time?
Yeah. The chances are you'd respond with your hand coming out.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is an automatic pattern.
Right.
Okay. So in this situation, you've just succeeded at something.
Yeah.
And I say, be ready for your next instruction. And I just say, you've got a great imagination, well done.
Yeah.
And I put my hand out. There seems to be, I could be saying goodbye at this point, like the
Thanks
demonstration was over. But ideally, just before we make contact, I reach over with the other hand, again with this same grip, I reach over and I just say, look at your hand.
Right.
So it's an absolutely direct command. There's no room for doubt here. Look at your hand.
Just pointing straight at it.
Yeah? From this, and I'm pointing at it, but I'm looking at you to make sure you are looking at your hand.
Right.
Okay, from this moment on, the pattern is exactly the same as it was for eye-to-hand fixation. Look at that hand. As you look at it, look at the lines on it, one spot, as the hand begins to move towards your face, your eyes will begin to change focus, and as you become aware of your eyes, and I'm not going to emphasize this time, close your eyes and sleep. Okay, so it's very straightforward. Now, again, the thinking is that this is an automatic pattern of behaviour, that there is no middle of a handshake.
No, it's that and that. Isn't
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if you interrupt this pattern, the subject's brain, or anybody's brain, generally is looking for, it's trying to make sense.
Why has this happened? What's happening?
Why is this happening? Yeah. Now, within about a second and a half, they're going to say, what are you doing to my hand? Yeah. Or, get off me, or so hopefully not as aggressive as that. But you have to be aware when you're doing the handshake that sometimes if you haven't already introduced yourself, someone could do that. Someone could respond like you're assaulting them. Yeah. Okay. So to get into it this way, even though this is done in the context of hypnosis and hypnotising you, when I stick my hand out, I'm still not explaining what I'm going to do. No. So I then just say, look at your hand, as the hand begins to move towards your face, and pace and lead the person straight into trance.
And this is still a very light grip on here as well.
Totally,
it's a
very light. I still want the arm to take its own weight. I still want to get to the point where the hand moves itself. So nearly all of my inductions that use this kind of lifting of someone's arm or leverage situation, I use this grip because ideally I want to suggest that hand to your face rather than push it there.
Sure.
Okay.
And it's nice because once so when you say about the second and a half gap in between doing this, once you've got them, bang, look at your hand. Have you essentially now got their attention and they're going to follow this in?
I'll put it this way. That second and a half is like the rabbit in the headlights moment.
Okay.
Okay, the rabbit's been caught in the headlights and it's frozen. Or you've, sometimes you miscount, you don't count the steps, but you're not familiar with a staircase or something like that, and you take an extra step or the step's not there. There's this moment where your brain's just going, what's going on now? Now in another second, your brain's going to figure its way out, it's going to put your arms out in front of you and this kind of stuff. So it's exactly the same here. This element opens a window.
Yes.
Yeah?
So where's your hand going here? When you bring this up, where does
your hand go? If you just turn around,
go?
it'll be slightly easier
turn
for
around
the
so
camera.
you can see that.
Exactly I'd normally be in this kind of face-on situation.
Okay.
So you've just done magnetic hands.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in that kind of thing. 1, 2, wide awake. Say, excellent, you've got a great imagination. Look at your hand.
Right.
Right? Now, if that opened a window of kind of opportunity, then by pacing and leading, what I'm doing is lengthening this moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Because to me, it's not all about the pattern interrupt. It's not all about this super timing and their brain, not knowing what to do. That's part of it. But you can see from eye to hand fixation that you don't need a pattern interrupt.
No.
Okay. But this just kind of helps things along. So bang, the window's open, and I'm then just telling you things that are true again. Look at the hand. As the hand moves towards your face, your eyes will begin to change focus, and as you become aware of your eyes, that's right, they're closing already. Close your eyes and sleep, Chris. Deeper, 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 sinking, floating down, all the way down, all the way down. Now I'm going to sit you up, and with your eyes closed, your head's going to start to shake from side to side. It's just going to start to shake from side to side, side to side, side to side, and it can't stop shaking from side to side. You won't fall off the chair. It's like you've got a seatbelt. But the harder you try and stop your head from shaking, the more it's going to shake, and the deeper into hypnosis you're going to go. That's right, side to side to side, and it's going to go faster and faster and faster. For some unknown reason, it's going to shake from side. That's right, just like you're trying to flick something off your hair, like you're trying to get something out of your hair. You're really going to flick it from side to side. Now I'm going to count to 5. I'm going to count to 5.
Funnier. Funnier.
It'll keep shaking, your hands are stuck to your head, you can't hear me laughing. You can't hear me laughing, it doesn't matter anymore. Now I'm going to count to 5, on the count of 5, you will wake up, and of course you'll be able to put your hands down. You'll be wide awake and alert. You have an absolutely clear understanding of how to do the handshake induction. You'll be feeling amazing. So 1, every muscle, nerve and fibre coming alive. 2, feel a surge of energy pouring in through your fingers and toes. 3, take your hands off your head now. Take a deep breath, fill your chest up, energy giving oxygen. You can forget all this silly stuff. And 4, feeling fantastic. 5, eyes open and wide awake.
What happened there? It's really weird because you can hear everybody kind of laughing and that. To me it seems like what?
So the handshake induction, okay,
right.
A wonderful induction. Again, a kind of beginner's error is to learn it and spend 2 weeks going over it and get the words and the timing down, and then they get the person to this point and say sleep, and then they stop,
right,
and they're kind of waiting to see if they're hypnotised or not. If you stop at that point and you stop talking, then, what's the person to think? They know they're not asleep, okay? But if you say, brilliant, that's right, and you get into deepening, then you can just continue to push that person into hypnosis.
Sure.
So even if you haven't actually got them with the handshake induction, you can still turn the next thing you do into an induction.
Right.
They don't know where this is going. Don't tell the person where it's going to go. It's again, it's like a magician's trick where if they happen to say Queen of Hearts is the first card they think of, you got an absolute miracle on your hands.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But if they don't, then you may push it into something else. So you have kind of a number of outs for the handshake.
Yeah. So the handshake is, like you say, very similar to the eye to hand. I mean, I suppose some people might think it's theatrically a bit more different because you go to do this whole thing. It's that very kind of commanding hypnotist figure. But essentially, like you say, it's the same once you get to here.
It's the same stuff. It's, you know, what you want to do is you want to fixate their attention. You want to give them something to concentrate on. You want to give them a few tasks to fulfil. And yes, in the absence of other ideas, use these words, use these actions. But understand that there's no reason why you can't just completely take it in another direction, as long as you keep talking, as long as you keep giving suggestions. I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
You know, I spent years hypnotising people, and I hadn't done a handshake induction. I mean, thousands of people, because I was like worried about the timing, and you know, it all seemed to move very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can also do it like this. So you put your hand out, and literally as slow as you can, you look at your hand, but I'd like you to keep your eyes focused on a line, on one particular spot. One spot. And as that hand moves towards your face, ever so slowly, your eyes will begin to change focus. That's right. When you become aware of your eyes, you can slowly allow your eyes to close, only as quickly as you're ready to go deeply to sleep. Deep asleep. All the way down. In slow motion. Into the deepest state of hypnosis you've ever experienced. Deep asleep. Deep asleep. Now in a moment I'm going to wake you up by counting to 3, and when I count to 3, we're going to do a card trick. I'm going to ask you to think of any card, and you'll immediately think of the 3 of diamonds, but you'll then change your mind, and you'll then change your mind again. Finally you'll settle on the 3 of hearts. You'll have absolutely no idea why you chose the 3 of hearts. It will seem like a completely free and fair choice. You'll have no idea we've had this conversation. You'll have no idea that you've been hypnotised in slow motion. The card that you will eventually settle on is the 3 of hearts, and what's more, when that card is revealed in some fashion, you will be amazed, you'll be astonished, you'll think you've seen the best card trick in the world. One, two, three. Let's try something a little bit different. Just take hold of that for me, if you would.
Okay.
Do you play cards at all?
I don't play cards, no.
Right, okay. What I'd like you to do is just look at my hand and imagine that this is kind of the face of any card now. Okay, now change your mind. Picture another one. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Change it again and settle on a card. This is the one you're going to use. I want you to think of a card right now. Do you have one?
Yeah.
For the first time, you're freely you'd agree it's a free selection?
Yeah.
Your freely selected thought of card is?
3 of hearts, 3 of hearts.
Earlier today I placed a card in my wallet. You can open it, I don't want to touch it. There's a few business cards and things in there, but you'll find there's a card. Turn it over.
That's great! That's fantastic. Wow. Jesus. Because that's really bizarre.
I'll tell you what.
Because I went for a different one first, but then I thought, no, I'll change it because just because it seemed like obvious, so I thought you might have, sort of pushed me to a certain card because it was one that there's, been different kind of,
right.
tests that people go for. I went for 3 of diamonds first.
Right, you went for 3 of diamonds.
Yeah, and I thought, no, I'll catch him out. Just even though we're filming, I thought I'll give it a go. Right. Okay. It's amazing. 3 of hearts.
Thanks for doing that.
Thank
anyway.
you.
Just look at your hand again. Sleep now, deeper, deeper down. I'll count to 5, and on 5 you will be absolutely wide awake and alert. Feeling amazing. 1, every muscle, nerve, fibre coming alive. 2, beginning to sit up, feeling fantastic. Take that deep breath back into the room. Refreshed, alert, alive, feeling great. 4, your head washed through with cool spring water. 5, eyes open, wide awake. That's the handshake induction.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, okay, so we've covered eye to hand fixation, handshake induction. What are you laughing like?
And now what we're going to do
is... talk about the set pieces as an induction, yeah?
Yeah, basically you can use magnetic fingers or magnetic hands or a stiff arm or any of these other exercises you may come across that slot into this as the hypnotic induction itself.
Okay.
Why would you do that, or when would you do it? I guess when the person is just looking absolutely focused and concentrated and is kind of enjoying it and getting into it, and you're just thinking, they're there already. That's typically when I'd use it. So if we were doing magnetic fingers,
right.
Okay, hands out and clasped together and fingers up,
yeah.
this kind of thing. I'm not going to hypnotise you, but they're going to get closer.
Talk through it,
yeah, exactly. It's DVD and go on forever otherwise. Closer and closer and closer and closer. And when they touch, I'd like you to just let your eyes close and sleep. So the timing is exactly the same. I'm going to say when your fingers touch, close your eyes and sleep, and just pull your head forward and just encourage you down.
Right.
And then we'll get straight into the deepening. If it is magnetic hands, again, there's a moment where the fingers touch. There's a moment where the hands touch.
So with this, what are you looking for?
What I'm looking for is when they're 2 or 3 millimetres away and I know they're going to touch.
Yeah.
I've run it exactly as I do with a set piece.
Yeah.
But their fingers are really twitching,
like
really shaking.
Yeah.
Perhaps their eyes are particularly fixated. And millimetres to go, I'm just going to say, and when your fingers touch, close your eyes, and it's paste, and sleep, a direct command to get them straight in there.
Right.
Okay, so there's a particular moment. With magnetic hands, again, stronger, faster, magnetic force is getting stronger.
Yeah.
There's going to be a moment where they touch. So, and when your hands touch...
So here, yeah.
Yes, and when your hands touch, you'll just drop straight into sleep now. Deeper, 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 deeper. So I'm kind of pacing it along.
Right.
In a moment, I'm building the expectation. In a moment, your hand's going to touch. That's your signal. That's when you're going to go into hypnosis. That's right, an inch to go. And when your hands touch, just sleep. Let your head.
Push.
So I might encourage. I might say, let your head drop forward, just deeper, 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 deeper down.
Right. So you're looking. The signs for this are the fact that they are really focused here, or their hands are really kind of twitching.
Yeah, and again, with their eyes closed, then in a lot of people you get eyes flickering and fluttering. You'll get rapid eye movement with the eyes actually moving around. Their face is flattened out. They're just looking like they're in a different state than they were when you were talking to them 10 seconds before. So, it's just as your confidence grows as a hypnotist, you'll and especially if you've hypnotised someone and there's 3 other people standing there kind of waiting to be hypnotised, they're now watching someone over there in this kind of predicament and saying, can you hypnotise me? Put your hands out, fingers touch, bang. And you can just start putting people in much more quickly without all the intro and the set piece.
Sure, so you can actually that's also nice, just thinking about it. If you've got, say, 4 or 5 people maybe in a line or in a group, and you see someone specifically is really going, you can then...
Yeah, or all of them. If you make that the expectation. Again, I normally don't tell people what's going to happen.
Okay.
I just kind of imply where we're going with it. But if you say we're going to do this, and when your fingers touch, close your eyes, and you will go into hypnosis. As long as you say that congruently, sincerely, in a kind of believable fashion, then you're going to get people with that, I can assure you. The same with this. Now, hands coming down, so when it comes down, at some point it's going to touch their leg. That's going to be your moment. When it touches your leg, your head can drop forward, you'll just drop into a deep state of sleep now, deeper, deeper. So I'm always trying to make that, put some emphasis on that command, sleep. We will talk about how to do this without saying the word sleep at some point. But for now, let's just keep it simple. This is how you hypnotise. The word sleep means hypnosis to the vast majority of English-speaking people anyway. Schlafen.
What's that? Is that German?
Yeah, the German version. But anyway, let's kind of move on. So that's how to use the set piece exercise as an induction. Create a strong moment, take advantage of it.
Fantastic.
Okay, now let's talk about what you do next after you've done the induction. So literally from the moment where you've said close your eyes and sleep and perhaps nudge someone's head forward or that kind of thing. Again, I'm still going to include all the principles I've spoken about of pacing and leading and saying what I see and all this kind of stuff.
Okay.
But this next stage of deepening, the word itself is a bit of a misnomer because they're not really going anywhere.
Okay.
I guess because over the years, people have spoken about depths of and levels of hypnosis.
Yeah, let's talk about that briefly. Is there different levels of hypnosis, or in your opinion?
No. I mean, no, there isn't.
They're either hypnotised or
they're either hypnotised or they're not. That's how I proceed.
Yeah.
Yes, you can experience, some people experience some of the phenomena of hypnosis, and other people seem to need a bit more encouragement and then will experience what might seem heavier phenomena, hallucinations, that kind of stuff. But I've known people who can hallucinate, but they can't get amnesia. I know people that can get amnesia, but really struggle with the physical suggestions for arm levitation and things like that. So in terms of, using this stuff, I simply give suggestions, and if they're acted upon, I give more suggestions. I don't think now they're kind of at level 2.
Okay.
So now's the time for me to give an amnesia suggestion. I'm saying this in practice. I tend to proceed from physical phenomena like arm levitation to laughter or some emotional shift, then to amnesia, and then basically go anywhere else I want to go. So
it's kind of
it might seem like I'm contradicting myself. That's how I tend to proceed with things.
Okay.
But I don't wholeheartedly believe in any of the hypnotic susceptibility scales or depth scales that are out there.
Right.
In practice, I know a stage hypnotist who has told me that he uses one of 30 levels, and at any moment in time he can tell where people are at with regard to his 30-level model of hypnosis. Okay. Good for him. I can't. If they're responding to my suggestions, they're hypnotised. If they're not responding to my suggestions, I either need to change my suggestions in some way, or they're not hypnotised.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
That's how it is. It's either one or the other.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's how it is. I'm saying
that's how you perceive it. That's your opinion. That's your approach. So let's talk about exactly what deepening is and when it happens, because you talked in the handshake induction. Once you get to here, if they close their eyes, now if you stop speaking, that's a no-no.
Think of hypnosis as being fragile. This relationship that you've developed between you is kind of fragile, and if you just leave it hanging there, then eventually they're going to come back to their normal, conversational self. So immediately that hands drop down, and these have dropped down, or the hand has touched the head, or the head's come forward.
So you're at this point.
Although we call it deepening, I'm trying to intensify that state, and I'm trying to get them used to this new kind of world, this new experience. So the easiest way of deepening is to simply say, now go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper.
Okay.
Just simple as that. Easy. I tend to, again, it's like everything else. I try and find a few different ways of saying this. Right. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to link what's happening or what's going on with you in that moment to going deeper.
Okay.
So if I've just done that and your head's dropping forward, I'll say as your head drops forward and your neck and your shoulders relax.
Right.
That's what has to happen for your head to go forward.
Yeah.
As your neck and shoulders relax, you can continue to drift deeper and deeper.
And that's all you're focusing on, like we spoke about earlier, because as like you say, as your head and shoulders relax, you take that. That's happening.
You're thinking, that's happening. Oh, I must be going deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're intensifying it. You're getting them used to it. You're giving them a chance to succeed again.
Right.
So as your head drops forward, I will link this process of going deeper and enjoying it and getting comfortable with it to something that's ongoing in your experience.
Right.
So I'll say, and these are classic phrases that hypnotists have been using for decades. So I'll say, with every word I say and every breath you take, you can continue to relax and go deeper and deeper into hypnosis. No, it's not a state of relaxation, but that's what most people seem to feel.
Yeah, so, it does feel very relaxed.
Partly that's because that's what's being suggested. So as I continue to speak, or with every word I say, with every breath you take, with every beat of your heart, with every noise around you, you will continue to relax and go deeper and deeper and deeper. Something else I'll do to kind of take physical control of the person again is I'll just put my hand on their shoulder.
The hand on the shoulder here.
Yeah, and again, this is me definitely being the dominant party in this relationship here, but I'm not slamming you on the floor or pulling your arm out your socket. Okay, but I'm giving another feed now, rather than just what I'm saying and what you're thinking. You've now got a physical feed. So I can say, as I rock your shoulder, or as you feel your shoulder rocking, every muscle and nerve in your fibre relaxes, and you go deeper and deeper. As I rock your shoulder, you're going deeper and deeper and deeper, and I know you are. and on it goes.
That's it. Yeah.
So I think, he is responding, And you may notice your breathing. And as you notice your breathing, I'm not saying it's slowing down or it's getting faster. I'm just saying as you notice your breathing, you can continue to relax. So bring things into their awareness, or put something into their awareness like this, something extra, and then link that to where you want them to go.
That's really important. Then what you said, I just want to amplify, which is a very good point, is the fact you put the hand on the shoulder. And you don't just start shaking them and go deeper, deeper, deeper. You're doing it as I rock you.
As I rock your shoulder.
So you're actually giving purpose for this. So it's not all of a sudden bang and you're being shaken about, violently. You'll use it. You're, actually mentioning the fact that that's there. Yeah. Using that.
Indeed. And another technique. Again, this is an age-old technique. There are dozens of different ways of doing it. Is where you've done your induction. You've put someone in, and you then bring them out.
Okay.
And you put them. I couldn't get the words out. But you bring them out, right. And you put them back in again. And you do this repeatedly. You might do it once, twice, might do it 5 times. Okay, but this is called fractionation.
Fractionation.
The theory behind it is that you've put them into a certain level or state, and you're bringing them back up to kind of normal alertness. So they reorientate themselves to the room slightly, and then you're putting them back down again. Yeah. It's like when you're trying to keep yourself awake at the wheel,
when you find yourself sort of drifting, then you
you shouldn't be driving, but you're coming back to the room and you're looking around and you're focusing on your breathing, and then before you know it, you're drifting off again. It's very similar to this. Very similar to this. So fractionation. Let's just do something. Are you left-handed or are you right-handed?
Right-handed.
You're right-handed.
Yes.
Okay. What I'd like you to do is this. I'd like you to just put your arm out here. Okay. Just put it up there and just keep your eyes fixed on that spot. Now, in a minute, I'll click my fingers, and what's going to happen is you're going to feel this overwhelming magnetic force between your hand and your head. It will simply pull it towards your head, and it will get closer and closer and closer to your head. That's right. You feel the movement. It's already starting to go. And it's going to get there in its own rate and speed. And when it touches your face, you're going to go into a deep, profound state of hypnosis. Your eyes will close, your head will drop forward. Only as quickly, that's right, closer and closer and closer as you're absolutely ready. When the hand touches your face, you'll drop into a state of hypnosis, and it's going to get there. And when it does, you're going to go way down, deep asleep. You're doing brilliantly. Keep focused on that point for as long as you can, but eventually those lines are just going to disappear. And when that hand touches your head, your eyes will close and you'll drop forward into a deep state of hypnosis. Now deeper, 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 deeper down. You're doing brilliantly. That's right. Now I'm going to take hold of this hand and I'll put it down. That's right. You can stay there comfortably asleep. A wonderful feeling. Not really asleep like the sleep you have at night. Just a deep relaxation of your nervous system. That's right. But you can understand absolutely what a hypnotist means when he says sleep and deep asleep. So from this moment on, when I say the word sleep, you will immediately return into this state of hypnosis, going twice as deep as before. So 1, 2, eyes open wide awake, and just look up at my finger, and close your eyes and sleep now. Deeper, 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 deeper. I'm going to say 1, 2, wide awake, and when I do, you'll sit up, your eyes will open, and when I say sleep, you'll go back into hypnosis instantly, even more comfortably, even more effortlessly than before. 1, 2, wide awake, just look up at my finger and sleep now, deeper, deeper, deeper down, sinking, floating, drifting down. And 1, 2, wide awake, take a deep breath, fill your chest up. Sleep now, deeper, 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 sinking, floating, drifting down, all the way down, all the way down. You're doing brilliantly. That's right, that's right, that's right. Now, in a moment, what I'm going to do is just say 1, 2, wide awake. I'll say 1, 2, wide awake, and you're going to sit up in the chair with your eyes open. You'll still respond absolutely and unequivocally to every single suggestion that I give you. 1, 2, wide awake. Okay, just take hold of that for me. You're like a reasonably strong guy. Do you work out at all? Do you
a little bit. I do it time to time recently, yeah.
Okay, just put your arm out for me, just like that. Okay, close your eyes. And that bottle is going to start to weigh a ton. It's going to start to feel like it's made of lead, and it's going to be pulled downwards towards your leg. It's going to get so heavy, 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 heavy. You won't drop it, but my goodness, that bottle is heavy. It's being pulled down. You can try and keep it where it is and find you cannot. And it's going to seem a little bit strange to you, but try and keep it where it is. Find it just goes down even more. That's right. Put some real effort in, Chris. You're a strong guy. It's heavier and heavier and heavier. 10 times heavier now every time I click my fingers. It's been pulled down. Now you're going to feel that arm touch your leg, and when you do, you will find it impossible to lift that bottle up. Absolutely impossible. It's It's getting heavier and heavier, that's right. 10 times heavier. Look at it, open your eyes and look at it. Try and lift it. That is a heavy bottle, isn't it? Keep looking at it, it's incredibly heavy. When it touches down, you won't be able to pull that up again. I can see you putting some real effort. Are you genuinely trying to lift it up? I mean, I mean what I say. I want you to genuinely do your best.
I am trying to lift it up.
But look, it's weighs the tongue. It's stuck to your leg. It's stuck to your leg. It's stuck to your leg. It's part of your leg. You can't pull it off your leg. Do your best. Do your best. Come on. Do your best. Use both hands. They're both stuck to the bottle. They're completely stuck to the bottle. Now you can't let go of it. That's right. They can't let go of it.
I'm really trying to lift it.
That's right. Not only are your hands stuck to the bottle, your backside's stuck to this chair. You are glued to this chair. You're stuck to the chair. And when I clip my fingers, that bottle is going to become lighter than air. It's like the biggest helium balloon in the world. There it goes. Oh, goodness, that is light. That is so light. You're stuck to the chair. It's going to lift up. It wants to travel up toward the sky. It wants to travel up toward the sun. And it's pulling you up. It is pulling you up. Why don't you try and pull it down? Incredible, isn't it? It's so light. It's getting 100 times lighter. It's pulling you up out the chair. You're stuck to it. That's right. It's incredible. Now I'll tell you why it's so light. It's crazy. Now you can pull it down. Now you can pull it down. You can pull it down, you can pull it down, and you can unstick your right hand. You can't unstick your left hand, but you can unstick your right hand. You can open that bottle up, and as you open it up, a genie is going to come out right before your eyes in a puff of smoke. A genie is going to appear. You're going to be bowled over by this. You are going to be absolutely amazed when this genie appears before your eyes. Wow. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
No.
What colour is it?
It's green.
It's a green genie.
Yeah, like smoky kind of green. Like.
Talk to him.
It's big.
He'll speak back to you. Only you can hear him. Only you can hear him.
Hello.
What's he saying?
Hello. He's sort of staring at me.
What's he here for?
What are you here for? He's sort of staring and it's a bit of a weird face.
Now he's going to start to show his teeth. This is a terrifying genie. This is one scary genie.
Massive teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, massive, like a tiger, like a lion, like a big fangs. Like
he's got to flex his claws.
Yeah, it's got
It's going to bring tears to your eyes. I mean, this is scary stuff now.
It's
this
horrible.
is pretty scary. But you're stuck to the chair. You can't move.
I can't. No.
But he's not here to grant you any wishes. No. No, this is scary stuff. Jesus. This is frightening. In a minute, I'll clip my fingers. You can turn into a dove, a beautiful dove. He's going to fly away. You're going to feel full of love. You're going to feel full of love. He's going to turn into a dove. He's going to fly off around the room. You're going to feel fantastic. You're going to feel wonderful. Now I want you to screw that cap back on the bottle, if you would. What can you see?
It's like a bird at the corner.
I'll clip my fingers again. It turned into 100 doves. Isn't that a beautiful sight?
It's really odd. It's inside.
That's right. Put your finger out. One of them's going to land on your finger. That's right. You can let go of it now. Put your thumb out. Call one of them in. It will land on your finger. Hey.
I don't like birds.
You don't like birds? Yeah, you love birds. You haven't got a fear of birds at all. You can let go of all the fears and doubts. Know that your mind can take care of that. It can look after that natural concern. You can let go of the fear and anxiety about birds. This is a beautiful bird. This is a beautiful bird. In fact, you love this bird. You love this bird. You love it. You absolutely love it. Beautiful. It's beautiful. That's right. Now I clip my fingers and it's just going to vanish. But what you'll be left with is this wonderful, wonderful feeling. It's pooed.
Oh.
What over your new trousers?
They are new.
Never mind.
I can't see it on there.
Never mind, you can't really see it. It's going to vanish.
It's gone.
It is, isn't it? Okay. Close your eyes. And go inside. Sleep, 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 sleep. On the count of 5, you'll be wide awake and alert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Crazy.
I'm here.
Okay, so fractionation. We were talking about fractionation.
Have we just done fractionation?
We've done fractionation.
We've done fractionation.
That's where you wake the person up, while they're asleep, and then
Right.
you put them back in again. There are various ways to do that. You can do it physically, you can do it just by getting them to look at your finger. But it's useful to do that. Sometimes if people aren't responding and you're determined to stay with it and give them this experience, then fractionating things. Let's say you go for amnesia
Right.
and it fails. Put them back in, wake them up, put them back in, deepening each time. The suggestions, it's obviously a vehicle for delivering suggestions. You'll go twice as deep, you'll go 10 times deeper.
Yeah.
Very, very useful
So using the term, this is probably a good point to move on to it, the waking up each time. So what's the difference between this waking up 1, 2 wide awake and the complete wake up out of,
let's get this.
Obviously you've got to bring them right out at some point when you're...
Let's get this misconception people have about the way. Think of how you see stage hypnosis typically proceeding. So the person goes to sleep, they're given a suggestion, they're woken up, they act upon that suggestion. Okay. The important thing to understand is they are hypnotised. They are in exactly the same state, whether they're slumped in a chair asleep or they're jumping around the room believing they're Michael Jackson. They're in exactly the same state. They're as suggestible in either state. So if I was to suggest to you something ridiculous like there was a bird sitting on your finger, your eyes are open, you're having this experience, the moment I say, it's pooed, it's pooed. And you're going to look down and start responding to that. If I say, all over your trousers, oh yes, all over my trousers. You know, so you're still entirely suggestible.
Right.
So the only distinction really is that after I've, or kind of during the deepening phase, I begin to issue these procedural instructions.
Right.
And sometimes I'll give what become known as the super suggestion.
Right.
Okay. So the procedural instructions are you're in now, and I've deepened it, and we're fractionating. I'm starting to get you used to the idea that when I say sleep or deeper sleep, you immediately return to this state, going twice as deep as before. And when I say 1, 2 wide awake, that your eyes will open, you'll be able to move and speak normally in every way, acting perfectly on the suggestion I've given you. So I make it very clear when I give that instruction that this is the moment when you're going to start acting out this suggestion.
So this is the super suggestion?
No. This is just a procedural.
Okay, this is just
Sleep's going to take you back in. 1, 2 wide awake's going to bring you back out.
Right.
Nice simple stuff. So 1, 2 wide awake. I'm not. The difference between saying that when I say 1, 2 wide awake, you'll act perfectly on the suggestions I've given you, and the full wake up suggestion at the end is that in the wake up suggestion I make it absolutely clear that this time when I count to 5, you'll be back in the room, everything will be back to normal, and I tell you exactly how you will feel, which is you'll feel good, you'll feel refreshed, you'll feel revitalised, you'll know it's not sleep. When you get in bed and sleep, you'll sleep wonderfully, like you've had a massage, like you've had 8 hours sleep. You know, I'm telling you how it's going to be.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, at the end of that count of 5, I could still put you back in with a snap of the fingers.
Right.
You are still absolutely and entirely suggestible. But I've done my work. I've undone all the suggestions.
Yes.
You know, it's going to be difficult for you to kind of argue that things were left undone. If you were following my suggestions and now I've given you a suggestion, everything's back to normal and you're wide awake and alert, then why wouldn't you take that suggestion too?
So let me ask this question. So you say like after this 1 to 5, people are still quite suggestible. How long does that last? Is that a period of time afterwards, or is that? I mean, is that hours, months, days? I mean,
well, put it this way: for some people, so immediately afterwards, people are that kind of bit more suggestible than they would be in the normal conversational state. Okay,
right.
So if you wanted to put them back in, you could very easily. But there are not just certain individuals, but with someone like you.
Right.
Okay. Yes, I'm going through all these formal processes, but when a subject's as good as you,
right,
as far as I'm concerned, you exist in a state of permanosis.
Right, okay, let's talk about what permanosis is then.
So are you hypnotised now?
No.
No, you're not. Absolutely, there's nothing secretly done. Okay, what I'd like you to do is place your right hand on... No, sorry, your left hand on your leg.
Okay.
Right, and just look at the back of it. Do you think you could lift your hand up?
Yeah.
Have a go.
But why can't I?
I mean, you're not hypnotised, are you?
No, but I feel as if I can, but then I'm trying to. I can feel it here.
You can feel it. It's stuck there, isn't it?
But I can't move it.
I mean, did I say it was stuck? Did I say it was glued there? Did I say, it's impossible to move it? I didn't. I asked you a question. Okay, but I asked that question
so I feel like it could
with my intention being that it'd be stuck. I asked the question with enough doubt
Right.
That you doubted yourself. You wondered, hang on, I wonder if it's stuck. Now, that's my suggestion landing.
That's it.
Yeah, because it's stuck. Right now you believe it's stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah? But if I click my fingers, of course you'll be able to lift it. It'll be easy to lift it. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
What? Yeah, so that kind of... Because I'm shaking in here trying to lift it, and then all of a sudden...
So look, this is an important
I'm genuinely trying to, because I'm awake. I'm
Sure.
thinking, well, hang on a second. No, this should be able to move. And it's probably quite a weird thing for people watching to see that. I mean, it
is. But when I know that I could turn up in 3 months' time or a year's time, you haven't seen me, I could put your hand on a desk and say, do you think you can lift it up? And it'd be stuck. I know that, without a doubt. So permanosis, we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves here, but you'll come across individuals, you don't need to go through a set piece and an induction, a formal process. All you need to do is start giving suggestions.
Right.
In this example, that was a particularly indirect, kind of oblique suggestion,
because
I've then still got room for it not to work.
Sure.
If I say, do you think you can lift your arm up? And you say, yeah, and I say, have a go then, and you go like that, I say, now put it down. Now imagine it's stuck.
Yeah.
Do you think you can lift it up now? Yeah. And then we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Or I'd put my finger on it and start to build upon it. So again, I'm still proceeding slightly tentatively with options the whole time.
Right.
But permanosis is a thing of terrifying.
A thing of terrifying. So let's we've straight off. So we've got back. We're going to go back now and talk about the actual wake up itself in a moment. So, but just to clarify that point, when you're 1-2 wide awake, whether awake or not, whether awake or eyes shut, they are still in a very
they are still in a state of hypnosis
right.
until you absolutely say, everything's back to normal. When we talk about using this in performance, I understand that you're not always going to want to go through a full wake up on stage, because it kind of, if you're using hypnosis as the method, then it kind of gives away the method.
Of course.
You then appear to be doing it. So we'll talk about how to deal with that.
Okay.
Later on. But right now we've now deepened, and then what I tend to do once I've been doing this deepening for 20-30 seconds, this is an impromptu situation now, in a stage hypnosis show I'd probably spend 5-10 minutes, maybe, probably not as much as that, but maybe 5 minutes deepening and giving out all these instructions. But in this kind of situation, deepening, fractionating, I am then going to immediately go into my first kind of routine.
Right.
And again, for me, you get bored of all this now, but my first routine is to suggest to someone that something physical is going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so in a moment I'm going to touch the back of your hand, and your hand's going to start to lift up towards your face. It will drift right up towards your face. The higher it gets, the better you're going to feel. The deeper you'll go when it touches your face, you'll go 10 times deeper. So
it's constantly...
It's constant. It's constant. Every time they succeed, every time they do something, every time they finish doing something, every time they're pushed back in, every time, deepen. Simple.
Right.
Link it to what you're doing and chain it to things that are ongoing in their experience. That's kind of enough about that. I've mentioned the procedural instructions, the 1-2 wide awake and the falling asleep. The other suggestion I'm going to give at this point is the super suggestion. Okay. Now, I first came across this in a wonderful stage hypnosis book called Deeper and Deeper by John Chase. In there, he mentions that it's been around since 1860 or something.
Right.
And it's kind of, it's something of a stock phrase for many hypnotists. It's simply a suggestion that your subject will accept all of your suggestions.
Okay, so this is kind of setting up for the routine.
Yeah, and again, the only way I kind of tweak it is depending on what I'm going to do. So the super suggestion will go along the lines of, bear in mind you're hypnotised and you're in there. From this moment on, every single thing I say to you will become your reality.
Okay.
You'll know what I say you know. You'll see what I say you can see. You'll hear what I say you can hear. You'll remember what I say you can remember. Every single thing I say will become your reality. However stupid or silly it might seem, every single thing I say will instantly become your reality. Now, in a moment, I'm going to touch your hand and it's going to lift up towards your face. So I tend to give the suggestion. Yep. If I want the person having some massive experience of amnesia, then I will use the phrase, you'll remember what I know you say you can remember. If I want that person hallucinating visually, I will always include, you'll see what I say you can see.
Yeah.
You can say it all anyway, but generally I'm trying to trim things down, keep it as short as possible. And I then immediately test that suggestion by giving more suggestions that something will happen. So they, understand the super suggestion is they're strong words to say to another human being.
Yes.
Everything I say will be reality for you. And that can jar people. If they're only in a light trance,
right.
Yeah, it can jar people and they're like, oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so one way I've found of kind of softening the blow of everything I say to you will become your reality is to tag on the end because you have a super powerful mind.
Okay.
Okay, because you're...
So it's a positive on the end.
Yeah, it's a positive because it's putting it back to you.
Right.
Yeah, because you have a super powerful mind. Now, in a moment, I touch the back of the hand, bang, and we get into it from there. So that's
so you're following it up with a physical kind of demonstration, a physical phenomena straight after the super suggestion.
Just to verify it.
It's like the arm levitation.
The arm levitation, because of the way I got into this, I learnt hypnosis with a progressive so-called Ericksonian approach.
Okay. And
I used lots of ideomotor movements and arm levitation and catalepsy as convincers in the therapy room. That's the phenomena that people are going to experience in my therapy chair.
Okay.
So it's natural for me to use it in entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, you know, if you come on my courses, your arm drifts up and down so many times on the first day.
Absolutely.
You start to think, well, what else is there?
Yeah.
Well, obviously there are lots more phenomena, but this is kind of a classic in the field. This is a springboard to other phenomena. It's a massive convincer, and it's actually quite easy to get.
And it's a very good visual for other people watching as well. So if you are doing it in a group with one person, they see this. I mean, it is keeping it very, very visual as well.
It is.
There's something to look at.
And it slides me straight into my first routine, which again, most of the time is arm levitation to finding it funny, to laughter. Because then you can get the person laughing. I mean,
something quite eerie when you watch that happen. I mean, I watched you on the course. There's something quite eerie about someone really laughing.
Yeah, especially if they laugh like a girl or an evil laugh, or you know.
Because you look at it and you think that's really odd. You know, it's kind of a weird thing to see. Because although laughter is sort of associated as a happy thing, it's quite a terrifying thing as well, isn't it? So,
but this is very real. So from here, arm lifting to emotional shift. From that point on, I'm into my routine now. I'm into amnesia. I'm into doing my magic effects, doing mind reading effects.
Sure, which we're going to get into.
Which we'll get into. Now, the final thing I want to talk about is the wake up.
This is the actual
final wake up. And I mean the actual wake up at the end. I'm going to say this now because I think it's important to wake people up properly.
Yeah.
I've had to do some stuff in the past, some TV things I've worked on where it's involved leaving the person just to wake up of their own accord. And obviously they do wake up and they're fine, but again, they can be a little disorientated. They can be a little confused. They may just wake up feeling wonderful. And there are ways of suggesting that. But right now, let's go through a formal count out.
So this is actually like almost a script that people can kind of use as the basis for the wake up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? Great.
So again, it's very straightforward. First of all, I'm going to tell you why you're hypnotised. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to do it.
Okay.
So in a moment, I will count from 1 to 5, and on the count of 5, you will be back, wide awake, alert, no longer hypnotised, everything back to normal, feeling fantastic.
Right.
There's a lot of words there, you don't have to use them all, but I'm trying to cover all bases. I want you back. I want you awake. I don't want you coming round going, oh yeah, I still feel a bit weird.
Right.
You know, I want you awake. I want you alert. I want you feeling good. And I want you no longer hypnotised. So when your friends go, are you all right? You know, how was it?
Yeah,
you know,
go,
then you can say, well, of course I'm not hypnotised.
No.
I'm absolutely fine. And because you're suggestible, you're going to take those suggestions on board. Okay. If I'm using this in... I've done some magic, and part of the method is I've kind of hypno-stooged you at some point along the way, or there's some instructions that I've given you that I don't want you to remember, then I'll make it absolutely clear. Okay. But you won't even remember being hypnotised. As far as you're concerned, you've never been hypnotised. Or you'll completely forget the conversation we've had about X, Y and Z. You'll have no clue that we've had that conversation.
Right, okay.
Okay, so I'll make that clear. If I want the amnesia to stick, I'll do that in this lead-in. The count out. You know, again, one deepening thing I sometimes do is count down. I'll count them down, 5, deeper and deeper, 4, deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
So I tend to count down when I'm deepening, and I tend to count up from 1 to 5 when I'm bringing the person out.
Makes sense.
There's no absolute reason to have to do that, but it makes sense to me. It seems to make sense to the subjects. So I'm going to count to 5, and on 5 you will feel wide awake, alert. You'll be no longer hypnotised. Everything back to normal, feeling great. I'm then going to pick up my pace, pick up my tempo, pick up my energy levels, because that's where I want you. I want to create some contrast between this relaxed slump state and bash, you're back in a room. Wow!
Completely
Hopefully to a round of applause from anyone who's been watching.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll ask for that as well. I say,
you would encourage them to
I'll
clap,
tell the audience. I will say absolutely. And when I count to 5, he's going to wake up. And let's face it, he's done brilliantly. Yeah, he's brave to do this, and he's been a lot of fun. So make sure you give him a massive round of applause on 5. You're just sitting in like this, miles away. So then, 1, every muscle, nerve, and fibre coming alive. 2, feel a surge of energy pouring in through your fingers and toes, up your arms, your legs, your spine, your neck, to the top of your head.
Right.
Sometimes I'll let you out of the physical predicament you've been in.
Yeah.
Or I'll say you can begin to sit up in the chair. 3, take a deep breath. And if they don't, or it's not deep enough, I'll say a deep breath.
You just go for it again.
Yes. Yeah. Take a deep breath. Fill your chest. Energy giving oxygen whizzing around your system. You know, if someone's suggestible, then they're feeling, you know, they're coming alive, yeah. and I'm doing that. Fill your chest, energy giving oxygen. 4, take another. Your head's being washed through with cool spring water, your eyes clear, your nose clear, your throat clear, your chest clear, your stomach clear. 5.
And you clap on this point.
And I clap, and well, you know, sometimes you get people, whoa,
whoa, back in, yeah.
But it's kind of wrenched them out. It's like, whoa.
Almost like that, yeah.
And for some people, if you've just done more passive kind of hypnosis, just with thoughts and imagination, they don't know if they're hypnotised.
Right.
Okay. So it's one of those things. Some people only know if they're hypnotised once they realise where they've been.
Yes.
So they only know it once they're coming out. They think, oh, you know, I'm coming back.
That was, yeah.
So it's a great opportunity there just to simply put some light and shade between the state.
So you're throwing in quite a bit of positive in the bring out as well. You're throwing those in, even though what you may have done may be, you know, a 15-minute, whether you've used it magic, whether you've done comedy, hypnosis, whatever it may be, whatever genre. You're throwing in some positive stuff in the. You're
throwing in some positives. You're also dictating their reaction.
Right.
And this is important. You're telling them how they're going to feel, not just to make them feel positive, but because, you know, perhaps you want them to remember everything they've experienced. I've done some stuff with someone. It was like, you know, he was having experiences that if he could remember them, he would remember extremely fondly because he was doing his dream job and he was meeting his famous people. So I wanted him to remember that. So I gave suggestions that he would gradually remember everything that he'd done. And he'd find it fun and blah, blah, blah. If I wanted them to remember nothing, I'd make that absolutely clear.
Sure.
In the Encyclopedia of Stage Hypnosis, Orman McGill, with reference to amnesia, says, you know, if you want amnesia, insist upon it.
Right.
Some people will naturally have amnesia for what goes on. Most will have some memory of what goes on.
Right.
So if you want no memory, say, but you won't remember what you've done. When people tell you what you've done, you'll be amazed. You won't believe it. You know, sometimes I'll have people absolutely denying they've ever been hypnotised. Some people, I prefer to have people going around saying, yeah, I was hypnotised. It was brilliant.
It was the best thing I've ever
done. You know, and advertising my services.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So that's the wake up.
That's the wake up.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Feet flat on the floor. I need you in a comfortable resting position. You're going to be there for a few minutes, yeah? Okay. What do you think hypnosis is?
Go into subconscious?
Yeah, I'd say that's essentially it. It's not like you go into it because you're kind of in it the whole time anyway. But it's about using that part of your mind. So the part of you that can concentrate and use imagination and be creative rather than the bit that thinks and is logical and rational. That has its place, but I want you to try and get a sense of what I'm saying to you, meaning if I say imagine something, do your best. If I say get a feeling for something, try and feel it. Okay? We'll start off with something nice and simple. You've probably seen this before where I'll ask you to put your hands out in front of you like this. Imagine that you've got a magnet on here and here and they're going to move together automatically. I don't want you to pretend anything. I want you to genuinely concentrate on that idea. So put your hands out about shoulder height. That's right. Look at the gap between your hands first of all. Get a clear picture of your hands stuck out there. Now close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, imagine you have two very powerful magnets, one strapped to the palm of each hand, pulling them together. They're already starting to go. They're getting closer and closer. You'll probably feel that happening. Closer and closer. You might feel your fingers twitching, arms moving. Closer and closer. When they touch, just let them drop down into your lap and relax. You've got like a centimetre to go. That's right. When the hands touch, just let them drop down into your lap and just relax. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in. And then just breathe out for a longer period of time. Take another nice slow deep breath in. And again, just breathe out for a slightly longer period of time. Excellent. Now just open your eyes for me. Good. What's your name again?
James.
James, let's just borrow your arm if that's okay with you. I'm Anthony. I want you to just bend your elbow, just relax. Look at the lines on your hand. Look at one line in particular and just keep your eyes focused on that for now. Now I'm going to move this hand towards your face, and as it begins to move towards your face, your eyes are going to begin to change focus. And as you become aware of those eyes, James, close your eyes now. That's right, and sleep. Just go inside. As the arm drops down, you can relax. Deeper and deeper relax, letting that heavy head do what it wants to do. Your neck and shoulders can relax. You have nothing to do for a time. Sinking, floating and drifting into your own subconscious mind, the back of your mind. Your conscious can go wherever it wishes as your subconscious assumes complete responsibility. The part of your mind I'm interested in is the part that runs your blood flow, the part that's responsible for every cell and muscle, the part that holds all your memories and resources. So I'm going to take hold of your right hand. I'm just going to put it on your leg like this, and then I'm going to snap my fingers. When I snap my fingers, this hand is going to start to lift up towards your face, just like it's being pulled up by a magnetic force. It will be pulled up on that imaginary force, lighter and lighter. It's already starting to move, that's right. Higher and higher, lighter. You'll feel it starting to move, wrist lifting now, elbow bending, just like your head's a magnet and the hand's a magnet. Now, as it gets closer, you're going to enjoy a growing sense of well-being, an unusual sense of well-being, the closer it gets. In fact, the closer it gets, the funnier it's going to start to seem to you. For some unknown reason, that hand lifting is going to put a smile on your face. Lighter and lighter, higher and higher, until it touches your face and you enjoy a wonderful feeling, a wonderful sense of happiness. As you realise, that's right, you have a super powerful mind and you're learning how to tap into it. You are doing wonderfully. Higher and higher, that's right, lighter and lighter and lighter. That elbow now, pushed up, up toward the sky now as it becomes lighter and lighter and lighter, and you realise you've already drifted down into a trance state. This is a natural state of mind that you can access ever so easily. That hand's going to drift up, pulled up on that wire, all the way up toward the sky. That's right, higher and higher and higher, just like it's somebody else's arm. From this point onwards, it is somebody else's arm. It just has its own mind, and it's moving up. Up, 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 up. And you can get a wonderful feeling as it lifts, a wonderful feeling of letting go. That's right, all the way, letting go for a time. Deeper relaxed. I'm going to count from 5 to 0 as I do. You can go twice as deeply down into hypnosis with each number that goes past. Picture that 0 in your mind's eye now. As that arm just becomes immovable, it becomes stuck there, I'm going to count down. As I count down, picture that 0 in your mind's eye like a target and move toward it. On the other side of it is a profound state of hypnosis where everything I say to you will become your reality. This arm becoming completely unbendable, completely somebody else's arm. It's just hanging up there all by itself. 5. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper and deeper. This arm becoming stiff and rigid, immovable. See that 0 getting closer. 4. Deeper and deeper relaxed, deeper into hypnosis. 3, drifting to sleep, deeper sleep as that arm just stays there all by itself, completely immovable. 2, everything I say now becoming your reality. 1, deeper and deeper, even more comfortably and effortlessly down. Now drift through 0, twice as deeply relaxed. Sinking, floating and drifting down. All the way down. That's right. Now in a moment I'm going to push this arm down. When I push it down, that's your signal just to let go. From this moment on, when I say 1, 2, wide awake, your eyes will open and you will just act perfectly on the suggestion you've been given. That's right, all the way down. And when I say the word sleep, you can immediately return to that state. Look up here. Feeling okay? Mm-hmm. Good. Just look up here, look at my finger. That's right, you're going to get your eyes are going to begin to feel tired as it gets closer. That same feeling, that's right, that change in focus. That's right. Anytime it's easier just to close them and sleep now. Deeper and deeper asleep. Deeper and deeper to sleep. Every single thing I say becomes your reality. In a moment, I will say 1, 2, wide awake, and when I do, for some unknown reason, you will no longer know where you are. You will no longer know what town you're in or what country you're in. For some unknown reason, you will no longer know where you are. Just for a time, that information will be locked away, gone, as if it's been erased from your mind just for a time. Your head can nod when that's been understood. That's right, 1, 2, wide awake. Who is this guy? What's his name?
Dave.
Dave? Where are you from?
Canterbury.
And what are you studying? Where are you?
Bar.
A bar? Where is it? I mean, where is this bar? What country is it in? What town's it in? I mean, I'll tell you what, just close your eyes and sleep. Go deeper, deeper, deeper than before, sinking, floating, drifting to sleep. Deeper and deeper and deeper. This time when I say 1, 2, wide awake, your eyes will open. You will no longer be able to remember anything at all. It's going to feel great, but just for a time it's going to be a little confusing because you will no longer be able to remember anything at all. Any question I ask you, you just won't be able to find that information. It is gone, rubbed out just for a time. Your head can nod when that's been understood. That's right, 1, 2, wide awake. Nice watch. What brand is it? Without looking. I'll tell you, is that your watch? What size feet have you got? I'll tell you what, is this your phone? Is that yours?
Yeah.
This is your phone, is it?
Mm-hmm.
You sure? How old are you?
20. 20. Something.
It's difficult, isn't it? I mean, you know, we get older, the years just keep rolling by. I'll tell you what, just put your hand on my hand for a moment. That's right, push down really hard, hard as you can. Hard as you can. Hard as you can. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Sleep. Deeper, 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 deeper down. Sinking, floating, drifting to sleep now. Let go. Allow your conscious mind to go now. Wherever it wishes, wander off someplace else entirely, somewhere pleasant, while I speak to your unconscious. The deeper part of your mind, your unconscious mind. In a moment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to take part in a card trick. I'm going to ask you to take part in the card trick, and I will ask you to simply think of a card. You'll change your mind a couple of times, but you will then settle on the 3 of hearts. You will settle on the 3 of hearts. For some unknown reason, you'll have no idea why you settled on the 3 of hearts, but when it's revealed to you, you will be amazed. It will seem like a completely free and fair choice. Your head can nod when that's understood. That's right, 1, 2, wide awake. Let's try something a little bit different. You've seen these before, right? Mm-hmm. Do you play cards at all?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. If I ask you to just think of any card in the deck, change your mind a couple of times, but think of any playing card. You got one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it a red card?
Yeah.
What card is it?
What, I say it?
Yeah.
It's the 3 of hearts I've got.
The 3 of hearts. Does that seem like a fair choice to you?
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, you changed your mind, did you not?
Yeah, I changed it.
Yeah? Take a look in my wallet over there.
This one?
Yeah. I mean, there's a few business cards and a credit card, but you see there is one playing card in there. There really is only one, you can check.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name again?
Dave.
Dave, what do you study?
Accounting and finance.
Accounting and finance.
That's
okay,
right.
Just look at me. I guess you shake a lot of people's hands.
Try to.
Good. Just place that hand nice and comfortably on your leg.
Okay.
That's right. And just look at me and look right here underneath one of my eyes. Right, I'm going to shake this hand like this. I'm going to shake it 3 times. The first time, your eyes will start to change focus, but just keep them locked on that spot. The second time, your eyes are going to feel so tired, you're going to want to close them, but I want you to do your best to keep them open. And the third time, you won't be able to keep your eyes open. You're just going to fall into a deep state of hypnosis. Nod your head if you understand. That's right. So 1, I shake your hand like this, your eyes are going to start to feel tired. That's right. And 2. Your eyes getting heavy, 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 heavy now. That's right. You can barely keep them open. Harder you try and keep them open, that's right, the more difficult it gets. And 3, just go to sleep. Just go inside, eyes closed. And imagine those eyes are now so relaxed they just won't work. Your eyes are just so relaxed they just won't work. If you were to hold on to that idea, you'll find it impossible to open them. That's right, absolutely stuck fast. Those eyes so relaxed, every muscle, nerve and fibre so perfectly relaxed that they just won't work. And when you realise they're that relaxed, hold on to it and test them. That's right, now stop testing and allow that relaxation to spread throughout your entire body now. Your neck and your shoulders, your arms, just sleep. Deeper and deeper to sleep. Deeper and deeper. Letting go, allowing your conscious mind to drift off someplace else entirely now, and your unconscious mind to assume complete responsibility. Deeper relaxed. That's right. Your neck relaxing, your shoulders relaxing, you are drifting into that sleep. Deeper sleep. Every single thing I say, you can hear and understand unconsciously. You can act upon unconsciously, without inhibition, without restraint. Understanding this is about your mind. You have a super powerful creative mind and it's working for you. It's working for you. To show you how powerful it is, in a moment when I say 1, 2, wide awake, you'll find that just for a time you can no longer remember your own name. It has been rubbed out and erased. It is gone from your mind, and when you try and say it or think it or remember it, you'll find it just gets more and more distant, as if it's been rubbed out and erased just for a time, forgotten. 1, 2, wide awake. Excellent. How old are you?
21.
21, you're just 21.
Yeah.
And you into your sports?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your name? I mean, you know how old you are. It's difficult, isn't it? I'll tell you what, just look at this and sleep now. Deeper, 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 deeper down. Let go and understand that you can allow your conscious to drift off someplace else entirely. And just for a time, your unconscious can allow you to forget everything. To forget everything. Complete amnesia for any question I ask you. You will no longer have an answer. Or if you do have an answer, it will be absurd. Because you can no longer remember or recall anything. Just for a time, it's all gone. Numbers, names, facts, figures. Completely erased, gone. 1, 2, wide awake. Are they your glasses? Nice, aren't they? Are they yours?
Might be, yeah.
It might be. How old are you? I forget myself sometimes. What size feet have you got?
14, 15.
15? And tell me something. What, I mean, do you study? Have you got a job?
No, I don't think I have a job.
Don't think you have a job at the moment. Do you drive? I'll tell you what, where are you? Who are all these people? Weird, isn't it? Take a deep breath in. Close your eyes. Sleep now. You can remember everything now. You can remember every single thing. Your memory's back in place as it was. In fact, it is functioning brilliantly. You've cleared out all those cobwebs. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Now, deeply in hypnosis now, I would like you to think of a question I could not possibly know the answer to. A question I could not possibly know the answer to. And you're going to say that question out loud, and you're going to say the answer after it. Say that question now.
What's my mum's middle name?
What's your mum's middle name or maiden name?
Maiden name.
And it is?
Ling.
Ling. And again, what I want you to do is just let go of the neck, just disappear inside deeper and deeper. You can wake up in a moment when I say 1, 2, wide awake with complete amnesia for the last 5 minutes. Complete amnesia for what's occurred. As far as you're concerned, you've never been hypnotised. You just have complete amnesia for what's occurred. And when I ask you to think of a question I couldn't possibly know, that is the question you're going to go for. You'll be amazed should I answer this question. You'll be astonished if I know this information now and we've never met before. They've complete amnesia for the last 5 minutes. 1, 2, wide awake. They are your glasses, aren't they?
No.
They're not your losses. Okay. Let's try a very simple bit of mind reading, okay? Because, you know, we've all seen card tricks and that kind of thing. It's Dave, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah.
I want you to think of a question, something I couldn't possibly know the answer to. We've only just met, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's true.
Get that question in your mind? You got it? It's something to do with your family, is it not?
Yeah.
And it's not your father's side, it's your mother's side. It's a common question when you ask people, you thinking of your mother's maiden name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say it over and over. And yeah. It's a short name, isn't it? It's Ling.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing that. Look at me. Sleep now. Deeper, deeper, deeper down. Sinking, floating, drifting, all the way in, all the way down. Deeper, relaxed, deeper, and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Now in a minute what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch your legs and they're going to start to move like you're an Irish river dancer. Your legs are going to start to just move around uncontrollably like you're Michael Flatley, the Irish river dancer. You're going to feel this strange energy beginning in your toes first of all, moving up into your feet and into your legs, and they're going to start to move and tap around on these boards like you're one of the world's greatest river dancers, tapping out a very simple rhythm. That's right, deeper and deeper. They're beginning to go. That's right, you'll feel them start to move, and as you feel that force going through your legs, you can hear the Irish river dance music being played, and you're going to feel those feet and those legs start to go. They're going to start to go, and in a moment when I ask you to stand up, you'll find that you can only river dance. You can no longer walk. You can only river dance. That's right. More and more and more energy going through those legs now. 10 times more energy going through those legs. That's right. Up and down they start to go. Like Michael Flatley, the famous Irish river dancer. You will no longer be able to walk. You will only be able to river dance, and you'll do it with such passion, such energy, like you're on the biggest stage. You are the greatest river dancer in the world. You are Michael Flatley, and this is your big stage. So 1, 2, wide awake, up you get. Hey, get on your feet. Could you go and see my friend over there? He's got something for you.
Right? Yeah. So, look at hand. Sleep.
Deeper, deeper, deeper down.
That's it. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Every rock, every roll just takes you deeper. That's right. Nice and floppy. Very good. In a moment, I'm going to touch this hand. I'm going to touch this hand. It's going to become stiff like rock. You can feel it in your wrist, in your arm. So it comes up to elbow, rock, cross, everywhere, like stuck, like statue. Impossible to move. Stuck everywhere. There's no part of you that can't move. You can still breathe and live, obviously, and you can speak. But every other part of you is stuck, rigid. You can speak now. What's it feel like? Is that good?
Can you try and take a step or not? You won't fall over.
You won't fall over. Your balance will be maintained.
Bizarre, isn't it? Sleep deeper, deeper down now. Deeper down. You are doing wonderfully. From this moment, when I say the words 1 to 5, when I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in a moment you will wake up fully wide awake and alert. You can forget about some of the things we've done. You can remember some of the things we've done. It's entirely up to you what your unconscious chooses to remember. You will know you've had a great time, you've enjoyed this experience, and you'll also have an insight into how to tap into your own potential, tap into your own unconscious. You have a natural ability to do this. Now, on the count of 5, you'll be wide awake and alert, and all those silly suggestions are gone. So 1, every muscle, nerve and fibre coming alive. You can move freely and normally. 2, feel a surge of energy pouring in through your fingers and toes and arms, legs, spine, right up to the top of your head. Looking up now. 3, take a deep breath, fill your chest up. Energy giving oxygen rushing through your system. 4, your head being washed through with cool spring water. The back of your eyes clear, your nose clear, your throat clear, chest clear, stomach clear, your eyes bright and shiny. 5, eyes open, wide awake. Thank you very much for doing that. I really will shake your hand this time. Cheers, man. Take a seat.
Right, guys, I'm going to ask you a quick question, yeah? What do you think hypnosis is? Just tell me, quickly.
Getting in touch with the inner self.
Inner self, fantastic answer. You're right. That's what hypnosis is all about, okay? we're going to do a couple of things just to test your imagination and concentration. So what I want you to do, everyone put your feet together like this. Everyone, excellent. Now what I want you to do, put your hands out for me nice and stretched, like this. Good. I want you to clasp them together like this, thumbs across. Nice and tight for me, thumbs across, nice and tight for me, as if your hands are glued together, just like so. Now what I want you to do, I want you to put your hands into a praying position. And you can all make one now if you want. Hey, okay. And I want you to put your index fingers 1 inch apart. 1 inch apart, and look in the middle of your index fingers. Because in a minute your fingers are going to come closer and closer together. When they touch, close your eyes and relax and sleep for me, that's right. Coming closer and closer and closer. When they touch, close your eyes to me and relax and sleep for me, that's right. Feeling absolutely fantastic, that's right. Coming closer and closer together now, that's right. When they touch, close your eyes to me and sleep for me now, relax, that's right. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Relax for me, that's right. Feeling fantastic, close your eyes and relax and sleep now, good. Coming closer and closer now. Coming closer and closer together now, that's right. The more closer they come, the more better you feel about yourself, that's right. Close your eyes for me and sleep for me, that's right. Deeper and deeper and deeper, that's right. Look at the gap, look at the gap, look at the gap. Keep your eyes fixated on the gap for me. Notice your fingers coming closer and closer and closer together. Close your eyes for me and sleep for me now, good. Relax for me, let's sleep, that's right. Okay, just go ahead and stand there for me, that's fine. Just go ahead and stand there, that's fine. That's right. Girls, you just want to go ahead and stand there for me, that's fine. All right, guys, open your eyes to me. Good, open your eyes. We're going to take this a step further. This time I want you to put your hands out for me like this. 6 inches apart. Look at the gap in your hands. Close your eyes to me. And notice your hand coming closer and closer together. Coming closer and closer together, that's right. Look at the gap, look at the gap. Close your eyes for me and sleep now. Good, deeper and deeper and deeper. Close your eyes and sleep for me now. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Sleep for me now. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Sleep, sleep. That's right. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Close your eyes and sleep for me now. That's right. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Every nerve, every fiber, every muscle in your body is totally relaxing, feeling absolutely fantastic about yourself. And sleep for me now. Go deeper and deeper and deeper. Every nerve, every fiber, every muscle in your body, totally relaxing. And sleep for me now. Go deeper and deeper and deeper. That's right. Feeling fantastic. Good. Sleep for me now. Go deeper and deeper and deeper. Every nerve, every fiber, every muscle in your body, totally relaxing. Sleep for me now. Go deeper and deeper and deeper. I want you to imagine that your right arms have got 100 helium balloons on your right arms. And when I click my fingers, your arms are just going to rise up, okay? There we go. Allow your hand just to rise up towards the sky. Just allow your hands just to rise up towards the sky. And the more higher and higher your arms go, the more better you feel about yourself, that's right. The more higher and higher your arms go, the more better you feel about yourself, that's right. Feeling absolutely fantastic now. Feeling absolutely fantastic now. Go sit down for me. Feeling absolutely fantastic now. Go sit down for me. That's right. The more higher it goes, the more better you feel about yourself, sir. That's right. Feeling absolutely fantastic. The more higher your arm goes, the more better you feel. That's right. Just as if you're on cloud 9, feeling absolutely fantastic about yourself. In a minute, I'm just going to say 1, 2. Open your eyes. You're going to open your eyes and notice where your arms are. Good. 1, 2. Open your eyes. Check where your arm is. Look where your arm is. Look where your arm is. Look where your arm is. All right. Feeling fantastic about yourself. That's right. Good. All right. I want you to just go sit down for me. Just go sit down. That's right. Good. Go sit down for me, Ross. Go sit down for me. That's right. Guys, can I just have you standing here? Open your eyes. Good. Stand there for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, stand there. That's fine. Stand there for me. That's right, guys. What I want you to do, just take in a big deep breath in for me and let it all back out again. That's right. Take a big deep breath in for me and let it all back out again. That's right. Feeling fantastic now. What I want you to do is just give me a hand. Give me a hand. That's right. Take a deep breath in for me. Close your eyes and sleep for me now. Go deeper and deeper and deeper. Give me a hand. Get the arm go loose. Take a deep breath in for me. Close your eyes and sleep for me now. Go deeper and deeper and deeper. Give me a hand. Let your arm go loose. Take a deep breath in for me. Close your eyes and sleep now. Go deeper and deeper and deeper. Feeling fantastic. Give me a hand. Take a deep breath in for me. Close your eyes and sleep now. Go deeper and deeper and deeper. Every nerve, every fiber, every muscle in your body, Feeling fantastic and sleep now. Good. Deeper and deeper and deeper. That's right. Feeling absolutely fantastic. From now on, everything I say automatically and instantly becomes your reality. Nod your head if you understand. Everything I say automatically and instantly becomes your reality. That's right. Feeling absolutely fantastic about yourself. The person I'm touching now, I want you to imagine that your feet are now so stuck to the floor that you can't move, and it's the funniest thing ever. Nod your head if you understand. Want to open your eyes. Good. You all right? Come here. What's up? What's up? You can't move your feet. All right, okay. The person I'm touching now, I want you to imagine that your feet are now so stuck to the floor that you can't even move your feet at all. Nod your head if you understand. Good. One, two, open your eyes. How you doing, mate? You all right? Should we go for a drink? Let's go. What's up? All right. The person I'm touching now, I want you to imagine that your feet are now so stuck to the floor that you can't move. Nod your head if you understand. Good. One, two, open your eyes. You all right? Yeah, fine. Try to move. I can't move. All right, okay. And the person I'm touching now, I want you to imagine that your feet are now so stuck to the floor that you can't move. Nod your head if you understand. One, two, open your eyes. Try and move your feet. Try and move your feet. That's fine. Try and walk. Try and walk. That's fine. Okay, cool. Look at me. Look at me. Take a deep breath in for me. Sleep now. Good. Sleep now. Good. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Feeling absolutely fantastic. The person I'm touching now, I want you to imagine your feet are now so stuck to the floor, so stuck that you can't move. Nod your head if you understand. Good. One, two, open your eyes. You all right?
Yeah.
Try and move for me. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I'll tell you what, we'll make this a little bit interesting, yeah? We'll make this a little bit interesting. I'll give you £10 each. I'll give you for £10 each if you can move. No. I'll give you £10 each if you can move. 1, 2, 3 and 4. I said, look at me. Take a deep breath in for me. Take a deep breath in, close your eyes and sleep now. Good. Deeper and deeper and deeper. You can have it if you can move.
Well, I'm sure I can reach that from here.
Okay, what I want you to do, everyone look at tip on my finger. Good. Take a deep breath in for me. Sleep. That's right. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Every nerve, every fibre, sleeping and standing, feeling absolutely fantastic. Okay, in a minute, guys, I'm just going to wake you back out of hypnosis. I'm going to wake you out of hypnosis, and you're going to feel absolutely fantastic about yourself. It's as if you've been in a cloud line. You're feeling absolutely fantastic about yourself. So, number 1, feeling less relaxed. Number 2, every nerve, every fibre, and muscle in your body coming alive. Number 3, taking a big deep breath in for me. That's right. Number 4, feel that energy giving oxygen going from your head right down to your toes. And number 5, feeling absolutely energetic. Wake up. Thank you very much, guys. Well done. All right.
And I'm going to read your mind. I'm going to read your mind. You're going to sit in that chair and close your eyes. I'm going to ask you to think of a letter. The only letter you'll be able to think of is the letter L. The only letter you'll be able to think of is the letter L. That's right. Just sit in a chair and just close your eyes for me. I'm going to try and read your mind, Lewis. What I'd like you to do is just look at me. You feeling good? Yeah? Okay. Just close your eyes for a second. And I want you to go through all the letters in the alphabet, and I want you to settle on one letter. Just think of any letter at all. And then open your eyes and say it out loud.
L.
Is that your phone?
Yep.
Pick it up if you would. I don't want to touch it. And I want you to just look through your phone book. Again, I don't want to look too closely, so keep it yourself. I want you to find the first name that starts with the letter L. And you've got it, yeah?
Yep.
Is this someone you know well?
Fairly well, yes.
Fairly well. It's quite a young guy, is it not? It's a guy's name. It's quite young.
Yep.
It's an unusual name. In fact, it's someone's surname. It is someone's surname. Is it Lynch?
Yeah.
It's Lynch. It's weird, it just came into my mind. Just put your phone down on the table for me. Put your phone down on the table. Do you think you could lift that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you can. Put it back on the table. Now imagine it's stuck there. Imagine it's absolutely been super glued to the table. That it's stuck, that it's bolted to the table.
Okay.
Concentrate on that idea. Absolutely. That it's stuck and bolted, and try and lift it. Imagine it's absolutely bolted. It might slide a little bit, but it's stuck there. Put some real effort in. You're a strong guy, you'll find it just gets heavier. That's right. Now this time when I click my fingers, you'll find you can lift that up. But yeah, that's right, you'll find you can, but your fingers are stuck to it now. You can't put it down. You cannot put your phone down. Try and put it on the table, you'll find it stuck to your hand. It's glued to your hand. It's stuck there. Take your other hand and try and pull it out. They're both stuck to it. It's completely stuck there. They are both stuck. And close your eyes, because this is a helium balloon now. This phone is a helium balloon, and it's going to start to float up. It's going to get bigger and bigger and lighter and lighter. It's going to pull that phone up into the air, pull your hands up into the air. It's going to pull you up out of the chair. When it does, your eyes will open. That's right, this is the world's biggest helium balloon, and it's being pulled up toward the sky. There's nothing you can do about it. Lighter and lighter and lighter. Now open your eyes and look at it float. Up it goes, higher and higher and higher. That's right, it's going to float round. That's right, it's going to float you round this bar, higher and higher, lighter and lighter. That's right, this hand can unstick. That's right, this hand will not unstick. It's being pulled up toward the side. I want you to picture that balloon up there now. Picture it pulling you up out the chair, lighter and lighter, like you are full of helium yourself. You are full of helium yourself. You can do your best to pull it down, you'll find it just gets even lighter. That's right. And now it's being pulled up on a gust of wind, it's going to start to pull you around the place. It's the world's lightest helium balloon. You won't fall over. You will not fall over. Now keep looking at it, because this is going to start to seem funny now. You're going to look up on there and you're going to see a little film playing, and it's going to be the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life. It's like the funniest scene from the funniest film, and you're going to watch it play out on that screen, only this time it is 50 times funnier than it was before. You're going to see it start to play, it's going to make you chuckle, it's going to make you giggle, and as you watch that play out, I want you to enjoy every single moment of it. That smile on your face is going to grow. It's going to turn into a chuckle, and it's going to be so funny. So funny, you can just laugh with absolute abandon. That's right. Enjoying every moment. That chuckle's going to turn into a giggle. That giggle is going to turn into a big laugh. In fact, you're going to laugh, you're going to cough, you're going to laugh as with complete abandon. Funnier and funnier and funnier. That's right, letting go now. Floated, drifting. See it playing out in your mind. Funnier and funnier and funnier. This is going to crack you up. This is going to make you laugh out loud. This is going to make you laugh as inappropriately as you possibly can. And now this is going to make you laugh with an evil cackle. You're going to start to laugh with an evil cackle. For some unknown reason, you're going to laugh with an absolutely evil laugh. An evil cackle, that's right. Now when I touch you on the shoulder, you're going to start to laugh like a woman. You're going to start to laugh like a girl. You've got a really high-pitched little laugh now. You're going to start to laugh like a woman. You're going to start to laugh like a woman. That's right. It's going to get 100 times funnier every time I clap my fingers. 100 times funnier than before. Now go and sit in the chair if you would. Yeah, that's it. Just go and sit down if you would. All the way. Sit down and sleep. That's right. Sleep. 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 You can unstick that now. Deeper, 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 sinking, floating, drifting down, drifting down, drifting down. That's right. Your head's going to start to move from side to side, but it's going to feel so good. It's going to start to move from side to side, side to side, side to side, like you're trying to flick something off your hair. Like you're just trying to flick something off your hair. It's going to feel so good. And you're going to do it a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, until you realise you can't stop doing it. You cannot stop flicking your head from side to side. It just feels so good. But you've got something stuck at the front there, and you just want to get rid of it. You want to get rid of it. More and more and more.
Do the head follows the object and make the phone be the thing he's following the sensation?
That's right, faster and faster. Faster and faster. It feels so good. It feels so good. It feels fantastic. It feels lovely. That's right, more and more and more and more. You're just letting go of any tension. That's right, you feel wonderful. Now stop moving and sleep. Go deeper, deeper down, relaxing your neck. Sleep, 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 sleep. And in a moment what you're going to feel is you're going to feel this, and when you feel this, your head will start to move to the left. It will start to move to the left. And you're going to feel this, and your head will start to move to the right. When you feel this, your head will start to move to the right. It's just like it's being pulled by a huge magnet. When you feel that pressure, your head will start to move to the left. It will start to be pulled toward the left. You'll feel it start to go. You'll start to feel it. It's like a magnetic radiation is pulling your head to the left. And then when you feel this, you're going to feel it being pulled to the right. You're going to feel it being pulled to the right. And again, it's going to be really strange. I'm not going to speak anymore, but you're going to feel this. You will feel it when it happens. I'm going to put your head upright. Again, you'll notice certain sensations. I want you to simply respond to those. Now your head is the head of a pigeon. Your head is the head of a pigeon, and it's going to start to peck forward like a pigeon. You can't stop doing it. Your head must work like a pigeon. Back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. You have a pigeon's head, you have a pigeon's neck, and you are going to peck your way forward. In fact, you can no longer speak. All you can do is peck and cluck like a pigeon. That's right, peck and cluck like a pigeon. It feels so good. Try and speak, find all you can do is cluck. That's right. It's bizarre, isn't it? Try and say something and find you can only cluck. It's quite strange, isn't it? It's hilarious to you. But all you can do is cluck. You can't stop your head from pecking, and the more it pecks, the more you cluck. Louder and louder, clearer and clearer. It's like you're the broodiest pigeon in the neighbourhood. You really are the broodiest pigeon in the neighbourhood. I want to hear you clucking. Every click of the fingers. Clucking out loud. Yeah, that's right. Just like you found the perfect pigeon for you. You have found the perfect pigeon for you. You have found the absolutely perfect pigeon for you. And the perfect pigeon for you is sitting directly opposite you at this table. This is the pigeon you've had your eye on for years. And you're going to go over there and you're going to chat this pigeon up with your clucking techniques. You're going to not stop, you're going to flap your wings, you're going to scratch around your feet, and you are going to chat this pigeon up like the smoothest pigeon talk you can find. So 1, 2, wide awake. Have you seen that pigeon over there? Go and have a word. That's right, you're just feeling more and more attracted to that pigeon. More and more attracted. Go and sit next to it. So attractive, every passing second becoming more attractive. And you are the smoothest pick-up artist pigeon in town. Get a little closer, I mean, you know. It's more and more attractive. You've got an overwhelming desire to touch that pigeon. You're getting more and more chatty. You've got more and more to ask, more and more to say. I'll tell you what, sleep now, deeper, 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 deeper down, deeper down. This time when I wake you up, you'll believe you're absolutely wide awake and alert and that everything is back to normal. However, you will believe that I'm the world's greatest mind reader. I'm the world's most incredible mind reader, and I'm going to read your mind. Every single thing I say to you about your life or what you're thinking, the very moment I say it, you will believe it is true. You'll believe that is what you were thinking. You'll believe it is absolutely true. Nod your head when that's understood. I'm the world's greatest mind reader. 1, 2, wide awake. Excellent. Again, we haven't met before, have we? No, we haven't. You've got a scar, though, haven't you? You've got a scar on your left knee. You have. Do you remember how you got that? Yeah? It was when you were a child, wasn't it? It wasn't a bike accident. Did you get it climbing up a wall? No? How did you get it?
Bike.
It was a bike. Okay, well, there was somebody else there. You had a friend there, didn't you? Yeah, a young lad. His name was Robert. Is that right? Robert was. You can't remember his name. I'll tell you what. Let me think of something else. Your not where you live now, but the beginning of your last postcode. Just look at me, because I'm trying to read your mind here. It started with a D. It was DE. It was DE22, wasn't it? Again, I know you might start to think I'm stalking you, but it was DE22. I'm not going to say the rest of it. Is that correct? Yeah. A lot of people, you ask them to think of a number, you put them on the spot. You say, think of a number between 1 and 5, they think 3. You say a number between 1 and 10, lots of people just immediately think 7. That was the number you were thinking of, wasn't it? Okay, but I want you to think of a number between 1 and 1,000. Completely free choice. You've got one? The number you're thinking of right now is 652.
Yeah.
It is. Let's try something else. I'd like you to think of any word in the English language. It really can be any word at all. Go for a long word. You got one?
Yeah.
This is a really long word. I don't even think you know what this word means. This is a really long word, isn't it? It starts with an A. The word you're thinking of starts with an A. Yeah, the word is anti-disestablishmentarianism. Is that right? Anti-disestablishment. What were you thinking of?
Anti-disestablishment.
Right. I think I'm anti-disestablishment. I was adding an extra syllable there. Yeah, incredible. I'll tell you what. Let's just look at me again. Look at my hand. Yeah. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Sleep now. Deeper, deeper, deeper to sleep. Sink, float down, drift all the way in. Deeper sleep. Let go. Deeper sleep. Deeper sleep. Deeper sleep. In a moment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count to 5, and on 5 you will be wide awake and alert, feeling fantastic. You'll be feeling lifted, light, ready for a fantastic weekend, ready for a fantastic summer. On the count of 5, wide awake and alert, all these silly suggestions gone, and you'll have amnesia for pretty much everything we've done, but that will be fine. You will just enjoy watching the video back. So 1, every muscle, nerve and fibre coming alive. 2, feel a surge of energy coming in through your toes and fingers. 3, take a deep breath in, fill your chest up, that's right, energy giving oxygen, a wonderful feeling. 4, take another deep breath, your head washed through, your nose clear, throat clear, chest clear, stomach clear. And 5, eyes open, wide awake, feeling fantastic. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Feeling good?
Yeah, very well.
Feeling lifted?
Very good, yeah.